What is the Remote Viewers Division?
All the detectives from all the precincts who experience extrasensory perception go to the Remote Viewers Division. Their work is invaluable to the Force.
It's remarkable how he can keep a straight face. Take note. The lieutenant is well versed in deadpanning. Many of the things he says could be meant in jest.
What kind of extra natural abilities do they possess?
None, because they don't exist.
I'm so disappointed right now. I thought there was a Remote Viewers Division.
There isn't, but we should still access this container.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Jesus Christ.
Do you feel that?
Feel what? Yeah.
Of course you do. You don't even know what it is you're feeling. But you can feel it. That's the mark of a true remote viewer.
Oh, please be a task.
The time has come to
or whatever.
connect to RVD HQ. By establishing a connection, you'll have proved yourself worthy as a remote viewer.
Close your eyes.
Everything all right, detective?
Shh, I'm trying to connect with the Remote Viewers Division.
This again? Come on, detective. The joke has gone on long enough.
Ignore the lieutenant. He's never connected with anything paranatural. You're on different planes, metaphysically speaking.
Keep your eyes shut.
It takes time to block out the sounds of the world. But once you do, it's like you're on a wavelength. Not like any natural wavelength. No. There seems to be something on the other end. If only you could listen closely enough.
Oh, for God's sake. This is a bunch of...
Bzzzt. Do you copy? This is RVDHQ. Anyone there?
RVDHQ, this is Firewalker reporting for duty.
Can it be? We haven't heard that name in ages. Welcome to the RVD, Firewalker. Bzzzt. You are a special man, and definitely not imagining it.
Hell yeah. Can I think about two things at the same time? Here we go, Homo waits, walk past stage 41 and through... Oh no, this isn't it, it's this thing. Close your eyes, let the consciousness surge forward. A sharp pain fills your body as the inner eye opens violently. A cascade of presence, some benevolent, some malicious, flicker into existence around you. An ocean of souls, different minds, different languages. There are so many of them, and their thoughts are so loud. It's scary and hard to control, but rubbing your temple with your fingers seems to help a bit. Do that, yes, good. Now you just need to concentrate really, really hard. Hell yeah. The Remote Viewers Division! Hell yeah! The second I heard about that, I knew I wanted it, and I got it instantly. Perfect. I have no idea how to get to this roof, but it's probably something super obvious. I'm gonna make breakfast, though. I keep delaying my... Oh, it's probably through the door back there. I wish I could see what those loading screen tips are saying. Alright, I'm gonna BRB in like a little bit, maybe like 3-4 minutes. Oh my god, I just almost destroyed my desk because of my headphone cord. Even a little bit, guys. Alright, I'm back with some cereal. Welcome back? No. You welcome back.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up.
I never have.
Why do you keep the container locked?
That's good. You kept the fort down. You didn't even do the manual. That's good to know.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Does it seem callous to you? Guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Yum yum, tell me more.
He killed himself.
Maybe I am Kras myself.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container?
No, wait. Whisper and point to the back of your head. What if I am Kras myself?
We should return to the case of your mistaken identity at a later time, officer. This was about the trash container.
I love this character so much. You're the reincarnation of Karl Marx. Oh, is Kras myself supposed to be Karl Marx? We need those keys.
What for? Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Hey, psst.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
Can't argue with that.
So, what about all that communism you've promised to build? Word on the street is you've woken up from 1,000 years of slumber, promising to erect a version of communism many times greater than any attempted before. Is that true?
How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets.
Sounds good.
Literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
Alright, that sounds like me.
Funky style. Very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Wait first. What's this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin. where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
The last communist?
Now get to work, comrade.
Roll up your sleeves and start building communism.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, what firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Roll up your sleeves up further and breathe in the pristine air. Finish log. Masovo? Socioeconomics. People think communism was some crazy idea that it had its comeuppance 40 years ago. A fever that shook the world never to return again. They were right, until he woke up today. A spiritual corpse responsive only to the call of Commodore Red, prostitute and crass Masov. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise the commune of O2 from the oceanic trench where it has been resting. Covering ghosts and seaweed. He is the big communism builder. Come witness his attempt to rebuild communism in the year 51. Do I have to choose like an ideology at some point, or... I don't even know like what ideology would fit this character. I don't think so, okay. You're only missing centrism now. Oh, yeah, centrism. I like that one.
This trash container is locked with a well-oiled crack. The lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Did I just have a permission that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
Open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look on the bottom carton.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Cereal? Pick up the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Oh, grab them.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
The lieutenant produced a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. By the roasters.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Or reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Back of the shirt.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
A thrown-out towel, a mug, that's all?
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Yeah, we need to ask the kids to put the here.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
You think someone from the Whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Search the food waste.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it out.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
No, it can't be.
Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
We remember I flushed it into the toilet. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, that's why I tried to flush my cop life down the toilet.
Well,
His eyes express a rare condolence. Then he picks it up.
lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes.
Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found,
Some items.
are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
The mug, I'm getting that mug too.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron,
An antique?
only in its social sensibility.
Take the mug.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copo type.
Okay, what am I?
Guess.
Some kind of weapon cop?
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here. Oh, you know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, liquid shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go.
Won't the other copper types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual copo type from sorry to anything.
Oh, nice. I'm sorry.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million. That won't happen.
You're one sorry piece of shit. A cop penitent, a flatulent cop. Monk, this is not the right line of work for you. You should be groveling at the feet of the feudal lord providing lurid evidence against yourself after the A Shogun show trial, or ripping the flesh from your back with a cat of nine tails. Whatever made you do this way, you can be damn sure it was your own fault. Do it, really. Criticize yourself. Who knows? We're gonna cover something of the importance from your guilt-ridden past. Should I do this? Is this like a... Wait, does that experience just my... Oh, is this my experience? There, gotcha. Well, I can just... Oh, I can't even do that right now, I guess. So, I guess we're holding on with that one. For now.
Can I help
Skill
you?
points from our thoughts from what I remember. Oh, okay. Like skill points in like a particular place or just like anywhere? Here's the trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Could someone of your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Instead of adding oh, like after all. Ah, gotcha. Okay, we'll do that for sure then. The thoughts are really fun. Who else has the keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Yes?
Arigato, Naruto.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Betancourt, sur la Clé in 42.
Oh, you?
It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
You know what it's called now?
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinell. And the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
Armor like this isn't mass-produced. It would have probably been fitted. Perhaps there's a record of who signed for this particular suit of armor.
First, has the firm continued to work for the pharmaceutical companies through all of the name changes?
Hard to say. Their client list is rather diverse and incomplete. The only constant seems to be that the mercenaries are always deployed in third and fourth world countries.
Fourth world? A suit of armor like this would have been customized to fit the wearer. There must be records of the person to whom it was issued.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
This is a fun challenge for her. An opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM.
Yeah, thank you, officer. I really appreciate your efforts in this case.
Glad to help. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more for you then. 57's over.
In the cabin, you
And I will look down. Does that mean there's no, like, protest happening up here anymore? Oh, we're still protesting. Oh, we're doing sounds on music. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing the books. A good one?
Yes? Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
Oh.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Should a working class woman be working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
Good then.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need any help? Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
This citizen thinks she can do without your assistance. Don't buy it. They all need help.
I'll leave.
The woman before you nods.
I was told she doesn't want to be bothered.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus, post-dramatically.
Yes, yes. How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
It was a charnel house of failed business enterprises, leeching life from this bookstore.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us.
I got an achievement called Expert Advanced Remote Viewer. See beyond the veil 6 times. 3% of people have this achievement. And this is the only achievement I have for this game so far. The first achievement I got was a super rare 3% achievement. Actually, yeah. That's so mega rare. But is drama seeing past the veil? That's the first achievement I have too. That's not even like a finished day 1 achievement or whatever I got.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
Because there everyone checks the trash bin, not related to current dialogue. Oh. Huh. That person who got your thought. Ah. Wait, so if I checked the trash bin day 1, I wouldn't have gotten that thought? I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Niha, and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She may be involved, but I don't have any way to question the malignant entity further.
I don't understand. If you're not sure it's her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire. You've come this far. You know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
I mean, there's another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings in Martinez. Perhaps my travels have crossed paths with it.
A third order presence, yes.
A great dark relief washes over her.
You need to be paranormal enough to trigger the remote viewing joke from what I understand. Joke? What? Excuse you?
I've heard of these triactors. In certain occult literature, that's too dark to dwell on for too long, and definitely not in the presence of my daughter. I understand everything, sir. Thank you for your descending into the maelstrom. I will keep fort up here, strengthen the wards, do my best. And if you happen upon the third entity in your travels, may the Lord be with you.
Well, this has been absolutely educational. If we happen on the third presence in our travels, we will certainly come back to tell you.
Yes, the venture continues in other waters, darker waters.
Should we get out of here before the vortex collapses?
So, I can unlock one of these slots, but I feel like I should do that only if I want something. I don't know if I do I want regular self-critique? Maybe I do. Oh, my mouse just died. Oh, GG guys, that's the end. Well, I would say that's the end of the stream, but I can't even move over, so I guess what I do now? Just keep streaming forever, but I don't have a mouse, so I can't use the mouse. Okay, we can use the arrow keys. I feel like there's a first of all, Hobocop is. Did I miss out on this because I didn't say I was a Hobocop? Hobocop sounds so cool. I should have chosen that. Huh? It looks like I have a limited number of thoughts, so I feel like I shouldn't be shoving a thought in there right now. Like, I shouldn't just pick, like, you can't be Hobocop, okay? You picked home thoughts. Oh, gotcha. Man. I guess I'll unlock a slot just to have it. And then, if I get something cool, I'll put it in there. I don't know if I care about being the sorry cop or whatever. Alright, I have to do, like, my case too. Did I interact with that for? Well, at the point? So is that stuff in my trash bag right now?
An intricate web of blue lines. It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky. But something's not right.
Who are you?
Gone.
What's the meaning of this tattoo?
For you to discover. Someone close to the victim might know. Someone who knows about history could tell you. It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
I've got a lot to read into here. Actually, look at all that content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
The mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my bad-ass hustling, i.e. fraud and embezzlement. The mug didn't belong in the trash, it was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore?
Understood. You're that kind of detective. Why don't you get back to your case?
Is humor illegal now?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Inspect the toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Maybe it's kitchen tissue. They look exactly the same.
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue.
Leave it there, it's cool.
Cool toilet paper. I mean kitchen tissue. It says, everyone look at me and my kitchen tissue covered cop ledger. I don't care. My ledger is droopy and it smells like a urinal.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Lieutenant, this is one of those hologram watermarks you mentioned?
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
Interesting. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for example?
All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard
Browse
in
the
your
white
hand,
papers.
they're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What is in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases a week appears to be what be my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
A nice brisk pace, the way I like it.
I prefer a normal caseload. It's a matter of method.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
There was mention of a naming convention here?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins, yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
Oh man, they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
The square bullet hole murders. I wonder what a square bullet would do.
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Uka Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Okay, my cases appear to be employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named the case the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Commit to paper using the pen Lena gave you.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Cross out the ones you've already finished.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
Shit on a stick. The Furies are at home in the mirror. The setting sun. I mean, the Hangman is very apt. It seems like we both like very direct things, so the Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Kim expanded system, icosahedral die set sirens. Wait, what? How did the dice work? Did they give me particular bonuses to particular rolls or something? Browse the yellow papers. Yeah, I'm getting a bonus for my dice. Oh, it's a copper roll, and they were copper dice.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out. A according to type of form.
What type of forms are these? Are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Misconduct fine.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
That's just rule difficulties. That would be nice to know. Yeah, I guess they reduce they give you bonuses for the rules that they are related to. Where's the tutorial for this? Who knows?
A tool for manipulation. Give the lowest amount and people will be ingratiated to you.
Nice, good call.
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Hello again. It was shivering. Bra. Bra. Ah. Savner du mamma? Ah. Mamma? Hva er det? Er det med her? Det er flink ut. Slapp av, du. Slapp av, du, men. Bare slapp av litt igjen.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
That's an important one.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
Come on. Jeg fikk ut. Ja. Det er så slapp av, du. Det er også slapp av. Det er mat. Ja. Nei. Kom inn her. Slapp av. Legg seg.
What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better.
Oh, I healed.
The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork.
Look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are
Dark
rounded,
blue,
however.
like the
The
door.
U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
What did you say the color was?
Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it.
Shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Because
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board.
Lonesome Long Way Home gives me a negative to this. Smell the ledger.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner. Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB41, then date of initialization, and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the next world mural.
Wait, HDB 41, weren't those officer precincts?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
And HDB?
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
My name is Harry, right? Wait, thanks. Ram Darjan Binsaki? Those aren't my initials, I'm not feeling them.
Feeling isn't really the jurisdiction we're in right now. Probably for the best, because HDB feels like bad news from yesteryear. Like shit, Honcho.
How long does it take to read a case?
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
So we're gonna spend a lot of time on this, huh? The couch in an unexpected location. I want to do the square bullet hole murders.
It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape.
But, let me put a skill point down. But...
That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead.
A sequence killer?
Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next? Don't worry. One day
One
you
or
may still catch the
another.
man with the square gun. Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Interface, medium, open the hidden compartment, white check.
The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just,
Slide the drawer open.
without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Fucking kill yourself, you asshole. Pick up the ticket
2
stubs.
octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too.
Pick up the card. I feel like I got a negative with this, but I feel like this is like it's discovering your past. But I feel like the Inland Empire does not want me to do this. This is weird.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored.
Open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Loot round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting.
You might be able to.
Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
It will make me happy.
A merciful wind blows in from the Bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it.
What was that?
Frisson covers your entire body, a feeling of cold, a persistent chill.
Hold on to read the card.
Your hands shake, holding onto it. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Keep reading.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
Fall sideways.
There is nothing. Again. Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout.
But did I die? Did I get game over? Just lie here, pass out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you.
Oh.
That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
Was that an X or something?
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape, its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Where is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
Enough. Just lie there motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's cold.
Yes. They're pouring something on you.
Aliens.
It's in you. And it's...
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
What's up, Lens? You see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyes flutter at the mention of what? A great white object letting out its sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts his disco clothes on and gets smaller and smaller. The little guy gets further and further away. Ah. I mean, this is related to the lonesome long way home, right? So I think we'll internalize that. Probably makes sense, right? Swamped with schoolwork. What's new? Taking a Pokemon break? Noodle break? Ramen break. That's legal. I believe you're legally allowed to do that. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. There's so many of these, though. I feel like if I pick them up all at the start, I'm like missing out on stuff. But I had to write a press release based on a PhD dissertation. Oh my god! I think it's bad. What can you do? No time. I'm sure you'll do fine. Homosexual, I really want that one. Now I have to define some terminology in it. Screw it. This seems important.
Drink. Water.
No, I don't wanna.
There is no use arguing with me. You will die if you don't. Drink.
There really is no use arguing with him. This is him exerting the reserves of authority he usually withholds.
Drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
Also need to deal with some in-game politics for the mobile game I'm playing. On our server guild, raid carriages are banned, meaning nobody's allowed to attack and steal from them. Wait. Well, which, is it the dinosaur game? Jurassic World or whatever? Jurassic Park?
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat.
I'm playing
The
Top
lieutenant
Heroes.
pays no heed to it.
Top Heroes game. Huh. Interesting. Hydration check. Thank you. Man, I'm just like the guy in the game. The guild carriage is burning at 5 minutes of being sent out. All 3 attack attempts were used. So you're saying that as a community, you guys decided not to attack each other, but now people are attacking you, basically?
What happened?
I should ask you the same.
You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
Yeah, like the lines of top 20 guilds in the server. Oh, cool.
10 minutes, maybe.
That sounds very serious. We're guild 8, damn. I came in contact with the burnt out ruins of the past, Lieutenant.
That does sometimes happen.
Ledger of failure and hatred.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve this case.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
I'm the Warlord, is that a rank? Are you responsible for doing wars with people? So I lose authority with this, but I don't really care too much about authority, but I get empathy and a plus one to Inland Empire, which I really, really like. And this isn't even low authority, like it's manageable. What's happening with the screen right now? Do you guys see this? There's something weird about, there's something weird with this game. Look at this. How do I reset to the... Oh, swim in and out. There we go. And I can also interact with it, but that's just...
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete. Oh, and an incredibly cool piece of kitchen tissue is stuck to the back.
Oh, whoops.
It's the ledger you found. Oh, and then, without resistance or sound, the two panels, it's slightly.
Rank appointed by Guildmaster, I think he just gave that to me because I've been the strongest player throughout the guild's entire existence, but also means I'm part of leadership and need to deal with stupid political BS. Nice. I mean, having something like that too can be fun. My mom and my aunt play that Gardenscape game or whatever, and they're also part of some like big group there, and they do a bunch of like politicking in that too.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers,
bless you,
a radio
man, bless you.
microphone, a pull-out
How do I
toolbox,
turn the headlights on?
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage.
I just hope it's not there's one player that has something against our guild. Can you not defend your carriages or whatever?
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canema comes to life with a whiny growl. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
At least that would make good entertainment for the server.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done.
I like some video game politicking for sure.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
The skill carriages are banned from attacks. I pointed a captain to it that was low power, so the defense failed. But can like any guild attack you? So like even like a low level guild that is part of the top 20 can attack you?
There she is. Revachol West.
A note of pride in their lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Canema's headlights.
Wait, look around you.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
People from Guildstone will only know when the carriage returns. Okay. And then you can start blaming people and going to war.
Ah, Martinez.
Where are we on this point to the halogen map?
Let me see.
Here's ledge for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
Seems nice. Seems like a shithole. I'm sure I've seen worse.
Oh yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt out quarter.
It was a good carriage too with some extremely rare route. They didn't get the rarest pieces, but yeah, a good amount. Oh, that sucks. So, what's the... Why do you have a deal not to attack each other? Just because it's expensive to manage the carriages and it's just like a lot of wasted resources for something where none of you guys really benefit? Like, if all you guys are doing are attacking each other's carriages and having to defend them, then you all just end up in chaos with some people getting some stuff here and there, but not getting the stuff they want, and not getting the stuff they want to like send out or whatever. Look at the proliferation.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
What about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them individually.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
Just help us make stronger for future events where the server works together against other servers. Oh, that's cool. What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
3? That's it?
That's it.
Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
I've walked the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time.
Maybe you were a diplomat. Or in PR. Doesn't matter, I suppose. Let's move on, shall we?
Hey Deb, what's up? How are you doing today? We just had a kingdom war against another server. We lost the event in points, so they got to invade our server and attack the royal castle, but we successfully defended. Oh my god. What happens if they win? Are you all dead? I'm going to bed? No! No, not a bed! Remember your name backwards. Not a bed. Not a bed.
This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see... Wow, more than 200.
Lots of players got attacked and blasted off the map. Oh god. Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
So you're saying I used to be a super cop?
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row.
See y'all, bye. Bye, Deb. Hope you had a good day today.
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
That sounds like fun, Linz. I hope you're enjoying your video game mobile politicking. I think stuff like that is can be pretty nice. You get to have like a little bit of like responsibility and control over something that is like not necessarily super important, but you know, you can make it as important as you want it to be. Well, I'd say I'm quite addicted, yeah. I know that feeling. When I started playing Rust, I was playing Rust 24/7. I was like not sleeping at all. That's how addicted I was to that game. Now I'm way more chill with it. So I'm a killer.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
I've made some IRL purchases too. Like, what do you mean by IRL purchases?
What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asked the man across the desk from her. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week and don't really think about it.
Nice.
There's no trace of guilt in his voice.
About near. Oh yeah, so you spend some money on the game. That's fine.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
Usually if I play any type of mobile game that has some sort of like pay mechanic in it, I usually feel okay spending a little bit of money here and there, as long as I'm not like excessively spending too much money and I'm not falling for like weird deals, and 2, I feel like I'm playing the game enough. Like if I think when I played Star Wars Galaxies or Galaxy at War, whatever that game was called, I probably played that game for like 3 years, and I probably spent like 60 euros or something on it, maybe a little bit more. So it's not like an exorbitant amount of money for the amount of time I played it. I only made my first purchase after playing for like 3 months. Yeah, that's smart. That's smart.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
I played one of those Heroes of Might and Magic mobile games, and I spent some money on that way before I should, because I got bored of that game so fast. Well, that game was outrageous with its monetization, though. Have you ever killed anyone, Kim? I already know that, yes. How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
I guess you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a hobby.
Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
How do you know that?
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Oh, what the hell? Superstar cop, apocalyptic cop, sorry cop, boring cop, communist, fascist, ultra-liberal, moralist, good cop, bad cop, honor, people killed, cases solved, years in service. Interesting. I think I want to be a moralist. I didn't unlock moralism yet, alright? This week there was a Lucky Wheel event with my main faction, and they released the last hero I was missing, so I spent like all my in-currency on it to unlock as many goodies as I could. I was able to unlock one weapon and was struggling to decide which one to get, so when the day came to choose, they released a bunch with 35 weapon tokens. I bought it to avoid the decision. Makes sense. Now I have all the heroes I want, and they all have weapons. Is it like you like level up the heroes and give them like weapons and equipment and stuff? Oh, moralist is centrist, okay. So it looks like I probably need like 4 points or something to unlock like a thing. If I kill a person, I probably unlock a thing for killing people. For some reason my factions weapons for last to release. Interesting. Oh, you pick different factions too? Interesting. Okay, can I retry this because it's a new day, or how does that work? There's a formidable logic test I can do on Kim? This guy's no longer asleep, so I don't know how I can get to that guy. I've been building up a team in this faction from the start, so I knew I wanted to put as much effort into it as I could. Yeah, that's cool. The map wall. I should go check the map wall out again. Conceptualization impossible? Map wall and Kim, probably? All these red checks are like basically impossible for me.
Yes?
Why did the 41st send me? Sorry cop, Sylvie suicide jokes, Roy mentions suicide.
You pick over what's left of your frontal cortex, but no compelling explanation.
My faction is strong against the main faction, the one that must be used, but they recently buffed them, so I'm not as strong as before. Still as strong as in my guild though. That's cool. Is it easy to like change factions, or would that take a lot of time and effort and money? Oh, let's talk to the little girl as well. I mean, we're wasting the entire day away, but whatever.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here?
I think I remembered something that I wanted to do, but I can't recall what it was anymore.
Several maps have been attached. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches this large ozone. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Yukan. Lost 850. The ocean connections you have little. Perhaps they are the north coast to the Hudon. It's so small you can't. No, this is so.
I'm sorry, they're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinet, that old thing, from when they didn't get that far.
Isn't this the map wall? I thought that was the map wall. Word. Weird.
Just an ordinary wall.
YOLO!
Nothing to see here.
We only succeed on double sixes.
Yeah. Why? It's a
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by? We have business to attend to.
Man. Oh, crash. Remember to pick your trash up, everyone.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Oh, it's quite expensive since we need to level up heroes and their skills and weapons, and I have a special armor for my faction, so that would go to waste. Okay, cool. Well, sounds like a fun time.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
I have been, I have been considering dabbling into some new mobile games, but I've just been playing Sudoku again. I'm back to just playing Sudoku anytime I'm on my phone.
There, mister.
Hey, Nero, what's up? How are you doing? Hi there, smoking mister. Smoker on the balcony. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Well, now that I can single-handedly kill the highest level boss, I don't know what to strive for anymore. World domination. Why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the gendarmerie really need to talk to you.
Is it really that important? All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs and dead house plants litter the scene.
He's an actor declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word.
Time to get back to work. Have a good time, Lens. Oh, I finished this?
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections
Oh, you would do
of
like
his
this.
silhouette, all from different angles.
I need to get inside this apartment building. Can you help me?
Help you? No, sorry, gendarme. I have to run.
You tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
Alright, we'll talk later.
No. We won't.
Okay, so one last drag of his cigarette before stopping it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Ooh. Well, so I only fail this in double once.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Hey, listen, I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion, and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Thank you. This is me walking away from anyone.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
You're right, he probably didn't have anything important to say anyway.
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there. If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that.
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Plus 1 XP for every orb clicked. All intelligence learning caps raised by 1. Every orb clicked? What are the best thoughts? What are orbs? I should ask Kuna about the victim's clothes in the trash.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Green thing that shows text in the world already. Oh, okay. Can I go re-click things I've already clicked, or should I have gotten that earlier?
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
Did I do bad power gaming?
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them.
How are we going to find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
I really want my police jacket. Power game was you already failed. No! What does that mean? No! I failed my power game, but I'm a power gamer. That's what I do.
Yes?
That's what I'm known for. Didn't get another really good XP thought. God damn it. Should I reload the save? I'll just reload the save, guys. Hey, Kim, can you move, man? I'm trying to pick up trash here. Kim! Kim, I might have an aneurysm. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's only Kim and I walk alone. But I hate failing at power gaming, that's like my one thing. Every time people show up in stream, they're like, dude, I wouldn't be watching you unless it wasn't for the power gaming.
Fuck does Kuno care? Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with
Have
it?
a chair, I have
Have a chair.
Bill Half Nero just shared 100 bits. Kuno doesn't fucking care. Or does he?
Or does he? Does he? No, not does he. Thank you so much for 100 bits. Really, really appreciate it. I like Kuno. Kuno's when I first met him, he was a bit rough around the edges, but I think I like him. What's in the greenhouse over there?
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Erie-Uppergite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Erie-Uppergites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
I'm gonna steal some speed and give it to him. Hold on, the gardener used to work there? You mean the young woman by Whirling in Rags, that gardener?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
He looks at you in the eye and nods as if agreeing with himself.
Yeah, her.
The ladder, ever climbed it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
You would say that ladder is unclimbable.
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
The dead man's clothes were in that trash container. Point to the container. How did it get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Alright, entertain me. What's so great about these pants?
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
He unzips the jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic wrap pants. They are graphite black and look brand new.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness.
What is savoir faire all about again? At high level, savoir faire will make you the king of cool, which is as much as say the most stylish douchebag in Ravishol. Nobody will see you until you're ready to be seen, and then they'll get the full treatment, whether they want it or not. At low levels, however, you'll be a bumbling, feckless cop, unable to catch a pair of keys thrown by your partner without losing an eye.
They will also make you into an idiot.
The ability to act or speak appropriately in social situations. Interesting. Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now, you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
I don't know why they chose to censor, like, the F slur.
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so,"
Maybe there's like maybe there's like an H rating thing. I might be interested in the past. Let's talk about this later.
All right, Pico. Shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
There's also this, there's a mug in the trash. Show him the mug.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes, does this quaint, better not taken out of its historical context mug have anything to do with it? Yes, does this racist mug have anything to do with it?
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker, cause he's the clothes fucker?
The mug fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Kuno. Someone has tampered with the crime scene. Cleaned some of it up.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
That's how it hits even meaner than before.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Oh, only 15. Oh my god, they just give you good stats.
Kuno does...
Okay, let me run to the lady by the dogs, and I'm gonna quickly feed the dogs. It's gonna take like 5 minutes.
Hello again.
Maybe turn around, maybe turn around. Looser lady, looser lady. Oh. Looks like there was more construction here once decades ago. Alright. I'm gonna very, very quickly feed the doggos. And then when I come back, we'll talk to this lady, and then we'll try to like beeline it into the mystery a little bit, because Kim did say that he wanted us to finish it today. Most checks have secret difficulty modifiers. Taken to the right person can reopen a closed white check. For the money, equip a plastic bag, collect bottles, and sell them at Fritty. Is that the pawn shop? Need to do something behind Lieutenant Kisaraga's back. Sneak out after he's gone to sleep. Ooh. Don't be afraid to say weird things. People are more forgiving to persons of power, like police officers. Pick dialogue options that begin with hold on or wait to gain additional information before the conversation moves on. Skill points can also buy new thought cabinet slots or forget old thoughts. Oh. Your flashlight in low light areas, low morale, put points into violation. Take breaks so it's strange to explore. You can sleep after sleeping else your helm, not use over bed at night, it's empty. You have a container you can open, quick private, in the past by book, reading book passes by. Partial is pronounced Reva Shoal, orange is pronounced Orange, clash is pronounced Clashia. Drugs raise learning caps, but they're bad for your health. Red checks can be tried only once, failed white checks can be retried by increasing the relevant skill. Alright. Okej. La meg få tak i det et sekund. Oi. La meg få tak i det et sekund. Ok, nå må vi stille et spørsmål, Logan, ok? Jeg tenker at det betyr at jeg stiller et spørsmål. Da føler jeg at det er et spørsmålstid, skjønner jeg sier? Så jeg skal ta et lett spørsmål, og så svarer du rett, og så ser hva som skjer, ok? Ok? Ok, Logan, skal du ha mat? Ok. Logan, skal du ha mat? Hva er det du gjør med den rumpedansinga? Kom her da! Logan, jeg vet ikke, skal du ha mat? Er du sulten? Er du sulten, Logan? Kan jeg få et sus? Kan jeg gi deg et sus? Hva er det et sus da? Wow. I think it was food, guys. I'll be back in a bit. Your baby is a very hairy one. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I'm a vanlig matlag. My hovercraft is full of eels. Hello, everyone.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I have some more questions about reality.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
12 Jamai's Wu thought complete. Ooh, oh my god, impossible. What is reach for something fundamental? What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
Her eyes light up, there's a flash of teeth. What's the big time?
The revolution.
Huh. And what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Would you say it was a bunch of apes duking it out?
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intra-species warfare.
And the apes, were they evil?
No. I would say the apes were neutral.
Sounds like evil to me. Okay, neutral.
On the other hand...
She turns north to the bombed-out buildings lining the waterfront and then shivers slightly.
No. The tiny apes are doing all they can to be better. It's not their fault.
Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists... they all got shot in the head.
They took all my neutral apes? $40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution, but the communists, they all got shot in the head. World Revolution.
She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Did the communists and the anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Truly a kerfuffle.
Yeah, it was a kerfuffle, all right.
Yes, the Insulindian deluge, they call it.
I had a deluge too in my head. Point to your little head.
I see. Yes, a deluge of geopolitical questions.
Anyone else got shot in the head on the opposite side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Oh wait. The dude that wasted all the money on hookers and cocaine actually survived? I love that king. Fucking communists. Smart king.
Yes. King Guillaume had a nose for bad PR. He ran before it. What is the expression? Went down? Anyway, Gil got out alive and his nephew Frisell got shot in his place.
Why do you tell me this?
Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
We got the mineral rights.
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
Okay, by liberals you mean...
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the Ultras, or Ultra-Liberals. They fared well.
How did the liberals win it all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
She's one of them. Of course.
If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The Coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Wait, you just said the Liberals already took everything.
The Liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The Coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
Who are the Coalition?
The Coalition of Nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-le-Clay. The armed centre of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
Moralists.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
Whoa! That's the only thing I'm not. Lady?
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes I am, and also not.
An almost endearingly moralist standpoint. It must be hard to take a moderate approach to head shooting in your line of work.
When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
What did this Zarat do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
Wait, didn't Musclehead talk about this? Meathead, whatever his name was? Isn't this literally what he was talking about? Wait, was he just telling the truth? Wow, really?
Of course not.
Oh.
It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
Where did it spread from there?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
So 41 years ago. What came next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
Our lives are very different from each other.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
What is a zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the